Is everything working? It looks like the game can be heard, which is great. Let's also turn this up just a little bit because it all feels a little bit quiet now that I think about it. Okay. Hi, hello, welcome in. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. The work work got work was work. Work did work does on Mondays when I'm like I have a deadline, and then they put a meeting that crosses that deadline, like it starts at my deadline, and so then I have to sit there longer, and I have to speak in the meeting sometimes and give updates. But I had a lot of major questions that I really needed some time on, but the meeting got done early, and I was like, this is going to be great. And then I couldn't ask my questions, and so here we are. I'm just it's been a mentally hard day for me today. It's like I couldn't, as much as I tried to focus, and then more questions kept arising. Then finally got some answers to those questions that kept the questions that kept rising up. And this is how my brain sounds like, even to me, like it doesn't make sense and it's everywhere. And that's why today was hard. Um, but it was definitely it was just one of those days. But I got some of the questions answered, which is very frustrating because some of those questions were answered in a way that made me, like, all day I felt like I was losing my mind, like I didn't know how to do my job again. And it turns out these are just exceptions. And also, I have to remember that once I learn a thing, everything you learn after that are just how to deal with the exceptions. Anyways, how do I go? There we go. I was like, we did that. So here we are doing Play the Sins of Newell. Hi, how are you doing? I am. I ate dinner, so I'm doing pretty good. We did this. This is the. So we've had two different, no, three different, no, two different things so far. Two different puzzles. We got the one where someone stole food, and then some people chased after this person, and he used a special new magic, which is probably just the golden idol. And then they were trying to solve what happened there, where they went. And then there was the whole thing at the dog racing, and I say dog lightly, dog racing track. Pretty cool. And then now we're on to this, which looks like a submarine trying to clap at an underwater. Mm, my guess would have been dolphin, but it also has like a hat and a purse. And that's why, for some reason, I said that's a plane. Absolutely a plane. I'm not well, but this is fine. The Raid, a story in four parts. Anyways, tell me how you're doing today. Press anywhere to continue. Ooh, one moment. One moment. Started late. All right. I can't wait till I don't have to ask questions. Okay. At work, I should clarify. I don't know. I just looked up and I was like, what is happening? So it looks like maybe some sort of test facility. There's something being transmitted into everyone's headphones from this microphone. Also, hello, Queen Jazz. Um, and they're in a high rise because there's, a steel beam up here. This guy looks like he's been on all the drugs. Um, this guy looks like he's either sick or fallen asleep. Honestly, me. And this guy, he's like, I'm bored, no brain, and for some reason there's a armed guard. Let's find out. Let's just see. And then there's an outdoor area. Yeah, there's the steel beam. There's an open window. And we have one solitary. There's a whole bunch of armed guards. It's a map. I could build this in The Sims. I use plans all the time to all the time. I use floor plans all the time to build in The Sims. There we go. That's not how planes work, but okay. Uh, really? They brought us all the way out here just for that? Cool. All right. It's a strange one, Roy. We've had eyes on this place all morning. Our guys confirmed that the boss lady and her gangsters were still on the top floor as we pulled up. We secured the front door and all the stairs, so they must still be here somewhere. Be in here somewhere. Sure. Okay, that's the only conversation that these guys are having. He has nothing. That brought us outside accidentally. I can't talk to I can't talk to the cops, man. They'll kill me. Just give me something, anything. Okay. At some point, that guy went berserk and ripped off his shirt, and it seemed like the boss saw something that panicked her. I can't tell if this is just perspective or he just has a huge face compared to this guy. Let's see what this guy's about. It all started when the what happened here. It all started when the ringmaster ordered the lions out of the tent and they jumped through the hoop. Okay, what next? That's all you're getting from me. I've already said too much. What insane thing is that? It's got to be. Yeah, we're just getting the view of him just like I'm writing something down, not important. But they put the people with the big faces up front and the wild, wild eyes. What happened here, Officer Martins? Where did they go? You know, this is like explaining your dream to someone. First, the angels danced on the robot's finger, and the second twin swallowed them whole. Then I liberated myself, and Trip Top admired the silver string of my bow. Next, the angels were destined to pass into the second twin's bowels and to be rescued from them by an armored horse. Finally, Trip Top granted the angels their freedom, and the angels melted into the pages of an open book. That's what a dream sounds like. I love it. You never know what crazy thing is coming from their mouths. He has something on him. He has a microphone. Okay. We now have accounts. You know what? You can't tell with this game. I just assume everyone's high. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Let's look at this newspaper on the floor. Also, I feel out of sorts. I hate feeling out of sorts. This is the worst. Okay. Moira will spill. As rumors fly, Mayor Meredith announces press conference. See, this is what work has done to my brain today. This is Thursday brain activity, not a Monday. This is not a good way to start off a week. From what I understand, drug trips are already wild enough, and it will feel like a dream. Or or you think that's the reality is that it's a dream, or that reality is really like this. I'm not sure. I've never had a drug trip. Don't intend to. Subject A testing form. What do you think of the cartoon? Hilarious. Cartoon. Okay. So it is a dolphin with a hat and a bag. Describe the cartoon's four stages. A jellyfish saw a dolphin and got scared. It turned out the wall was a giant well. The dolphin escaped and a submarine hit a wall. A vampire and his minion chased the dolphin in the submarine. They were all given different drugs. That's I can only believe that's what happened. Okay, a vampire. I'm sure there are high dreams. I definitely need to find people who have done. I used to know people that did a lot of drugs back in the day, and they had some great high stories. Like they, oh, I love that kind of thing. Man, that I just took a sip of my water and I was like, man, that is so good. Like I hadn't already had some just a second ago. I'm like, this. Why is this hitting the spot right now? Okay, so what we're looking at, right? Okay, the beginning. There's an octopus. Then there's the dolphin mail carrier being chased by Igor and Dracula, and then the whale, which is the wall. They almost run into that, and now the whale's chasing them. And then I guess the dolphin was the one sitting up. That happened. That was a thing. Oh, so they had different cartoons. What did you think of the cartoon? Tragic and profound. Describe the cartoon's four stages. A man and his wife followed an ambulance in their car. A girder was shown to be attached to a bridge. The ambulance sped away and the car crashed into the girder. A cat ran from the ambulance. Okay. Okay, let's take a look. Word? This is the same thing. Wait, what do you mean? They all watched the same cartoon, but they had three different stories. Subject C testing from form. What did you think of the cartoon? A divine revelation. Describe the cartoon's four stages. A teardrop evaporated, and the two-headed fig tig found the world's edge. An orchid with tender stalks sailed over the teardrop as it drifted by. Beyond the world's edge lays a vast snowy mountain. The fig tig applauded as it searched for the teardrop. Okay, so this is my guess for where that one is. This one is the applause. But it's showing the same cartoon for all three. So I feel like whoever was over here in the, but the, but here, okay, here's where my brain is. Fig tig, whatever that means. Yeah, that's the same. We're still. Oh, we haven't gone over here. Okay, so let's look over here because I think that's one of the last spots we have to look at. Phase two test outcomes low. Little scramble. Mine mostly say mix up of events same way every time. Pattern A. Medium, more scramble, things change. People, things look different. Pictures wrong, like mine for its normal story, even if means pictures no match good. I thought maybe that was just me and my inability to brain anymore, but no, this is written that way. Events mix same way each time. Pattern B. Pattern C, big scramble, strange pictures, even actions abstract. Mind no care for real story now. Just follow pictures and see. It's C. Pictures match good but very strange. Events mixed same way every time. Pattern C. This one stay forever. Oh, there's another tab. Almost didn't see that. All right. All right, we're back with the Golden Idol business. Come here, microphone. I feel like I'm leaning over to get to you. Um, Function checking. No give or take. Now I call disarranger. Fair translation, I think. Hmm. Small effect heat change evens out. Little known effect matter warps pulls extrudes. See phase 2 test outcomes. Little woman says test faster. Vibration of crystal cannot extend. Destroys amplifying device. Vibration can be sent. Pump effect straight to ear. Good report for the little woman. Ooh, someone's been drinking too much of the idol juice. All right. Let's. This is going to be a strange one, I feel. Okay, a jellyfish saw a dolphin and got scared. The dolphin escaped. A vampire minion chased the dolphin in a submarine. Dolphin escaped and the submarine hit a wall. Turned out the wall was a giant well. That's what the cartoon said. All right. An orchid with tender stalks sails over the teardrop as it passed by. Beyond the world edge lay vast mountain. Oops. Yeah, that felt easy. A man and his wife followed an ambulance in their car. Okay, a girder was shown to be attached to a bridge. What? The ambulance sped away and the car crashed into the girder. Oh, okay. No, that's wrong. This. There we go. A cat ran away from the ambulance. A man and woman followed the ambulance in their car. The ambulance sped away and the car crashed into the girder. Girder was shown to be attached to a bridge. They just made this up, is all I'm saying. Okay. What? Okay, let's look at accounts. First, second, third, fourth. Oh, this one's just confusing. Um, at some point, that guy went berserk. Is this the order of? What do we mean by accounts? Okay, so he says. Okay, maybe let's go look at this map because this might be useful. I mean, it has to be. This is the first floor. This is the second floor. This is exactly what we've been looking at. Let's go back. I guess. There's not stairs in here, but this is one room. Oh, okay. So this is the room we're in. We came up, the stairs are directly outside this room. There we go. Um, okay. So then let's go to the accounts. Wait, did the guy just mention the girder because we can see a giant girder right there? Steel beam? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. It all started with the ringmaster when the ringmaster ordered the lions out of the tent and they jumped through the hoop. Okay. It all started when the ringmaster ordered the lions out of the tent. They jumped through the hoop. He had nothing else to say. At some point, the guy went berserk and ripped off his shirt. The boss saw something that seemed to panic her. Okay. First, angels danced on the robot's finger, and the second twin swallowed them whole. Then I liberated myself. The trip top admired the silver string of my bow. Next, the angels were destined to pass into the second twin's bowels to be rescued by an armored, an armor, armored. I don't know, horse. Finally, that word doesn't even look real anymore. I know what it is, and I know how to pronounce it, but it's not real right now. Finally, Trip Top granted the angels their freedom. The angels melted into the pages of an open book. Okay, so what a puzzle to have to figure out. A, B, and C. Okay, big scramble, strange pictures, even actions abstract. Mind no care for real story now. Just follow pictures at sea. Pictures match good, but very strange. Events mix same way every time. This one stay forever. Oh, I think that might be the clue to this. The events mix the same way every time. Pattern C is what we're looking for, I think. So pattern C, 2413. 2413. And I fill this in. Cool. Okay. Okay. Oh, excuse me. First, the angels dance on the robot's finger. I mean, is this. Do we follow the words that he gives? Like the first, next, then, finally? Um, it all started when the ringmaster ordered the lions out of the tent and they jumped through the hoop. This dude. Okay, so then looking back here at this little scramble, mind mostly same, mix up events same way every time. Events mix the same way each time. Pictures wrong, like mind force normal story, even if means pictures no match good. Things look different. Big scramble, strange pictures, even actions abstract. Mind no care for real story now. Just follow pictures at sea. Pictures good match, but very strange. Events mix same way every time. This one stay forever. This dude is gonna be stuck like that forever. Um. Okay, I don't think this has any bearing at this point. Um. At some point, that guy went berserk and ripped off his shirt, and is like the boss of something that panicked her. Okay, I still feel like this one's correct. Uh. So okay. Let's marinate on this. The first in the order. The angels were destined to pass into the second twin. Okay. Did he panic and rip off his shirt, or was he being a gross gym bro? Look, the story he's telling suggests that he's never heard of a gym. Um, he's never heard of Earth, even. But he knows what angels are and horses are. Okay. Let's think of what this is actually saying. I think they're talking about. So this is okay. Here they're talking about the boss lady and her gangsters were still on the top floor as we pulled up. We've had eyes on this place all morning. We secured the front door and all the stairs, so they must be still in here somewhere. But if you go out and you look, there's an open window. Maybe the ring is the window. You have suspicions. So my guess is they jumped out a window and into the armored horse or car, if you will. Like there's a car over here that kind of looks. I don't know why they keep talking about lions when this is definitely tiger striped at best. Anyways, there's the car over there. They also blew through the striped bar here. Or maybe it was underground that they went out, and that's how they ended up out here. Because this looks like this comes from underneath, and then they broke through just as the cops were pulling up. And so the cops wouldn't have seen them leaving because there's a whole fence and everything they can't get around right here. They've had their eyes on it all day, but from where? Because you missed an important area. Sit on the highway if you must. Okay, so and then we have vague. This scares me because what even is this? Okay, and I suspect as soon as we figure this out, something right here will open up, and this might help us out even more. Okay. The angels danced on the robot's finger, and the second twin swallowed them whole. Robot's finger, that might be the girder, and the second twin, maybe the window. Double window here. Double window here. They jumped out, walked on the girder, which, why, and jumped through this window. Does that make sense? Okay. Silver string on my belt. That's such a strange sentence. Angels melted into the pages of an open book. Okay, first the angels danced on the robot's fingers. No, but I think that's what happened. I think that's right. This is hard, one might say. Um First, okay. The freedom to the angels. And then they melted it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Trip Top? Who's Trip Top? Trip Top granted the angels their freedom, and the angels melted into the pages of the open book. Let's move this one over here. I honestly don't know how I figured that out. But I figured it had to be that the ringmaster and Trip Top are the same. And so when they said, get out of here, they had to jump through the window. The angels melted into the pages of an open book. That's a nonsense sentence. This is all about Trip Top saying, get out of here, where we gotta escape. And then the rest of them didn't have anything else to say. They was just trying to figure out what was going on. And this had to be the final thing because the armored horse is the car that they escaped in. I would never. Like, I knew I was on the right direction on trying to get these in order, and I was like, wait, wait, wait. Ignore the first word. That's the lie. That's the thing to throw you off. Ignore the first word. But also, like, and then it was easier because, when he liberated himself, that was him losing his shirt. Ah, she said, get out of here when they saw him really take off his shirt. What is the silver string of my bow? I don't know what that means, but there's a thing. Trip Top means the boss, I'm guessing. Ooh, interesting. Robot's finger is the girder. Twin, window. Bowels, building. Armored horse, car. The gangsters are the angels. The open book. What is the open book? Silver string? What would make us think silver string? Trip Top admired the silver string of my bow. Silver string of his bow. Oh, his microphone wire. The open book. Oh, because he's an undercover cop. That's what they meant. That's why he says, what happened here, Officer Martins? But poor guy's gone forever. I don't think he'll ever know. Okay. Okay, don't stop doing that. There we go. Open book. I don't think it's barrier. Robot's finger. Armored horse. Armored horse could be either the car or the ornithopter. No, it's car. I don't know why I don't think that's not the case. Anyways, Trip Top is the boss. Trip Top saw Trip Top saw. Okay, so the boss saw his wire, figured out he's an undercover cop. Silver strings the wire. Angels are the gangsters, not the captives. The gangsters escaped. Yeah. Open book. Twin is window. We don't know what open book is. The angels melted into the pages of an open book. Open book. What looks like a book? Or what could be interpreted as a book? In this scene, doesn't really say manhole cover. The barrier, not so much. Maybe there's something in here that says otherwise. The parking garage? You know, it might be parking garage. Nah, just kidding. I thought about the manhole or the manhole cover. No, we got none of that happening. Do stairs look like an open book? Um, there's a vent. Window was correct. Robot's finger, is it not girder? Oh, it might be barrier. No, it's still girder. Just kidding. Um, the twin is the window. The images change, but the order doesn't. Okay. The bowels, the building, card. I guess this could be the sewer. This is the thing that's wrong. The bowels would suggest what was originally here? Was this okay, hang on. Open book window, robot's finger. That's window, the twins. That's the windows. Vent. I forgot what I had here originally. The building. Okay, let's go back and read his stuff again. Cause I don't think they would have gone by sewer. Cause they went to a whole other building and then left from the underground parking. He liberated himself, tripped up and knotted his silver string of my bow, bow, I guess. Um, Boss saw something that panicked her. Okay. They saw the wire. It all started when the ringmaster ordered the lions out of the tent and they jumped through the hoop. Angels melted into the pages of an open book. Granted the angels their freedom. First, the angels danced on the robot's finger, and then Twin swallowed them whole. Or maybe, hear me out, the second part of the window, this only one of the windows doors was open. So then, yeah, let's go here. Even actions abstract, obviously. Big scramble. Okay. Apparently, look at this microphone. I didn't even realize this microphone just sort of blew up. But that's because they tried to do one of the experiments using just a regular microphone and just trying to send it and it blew it up. They said that on the other pages. Um. Okay. The open book. I feel like that's got to be stairs to the roof. It feels like open book is the wrong thing here somehow. What is the pages? Are the windows? Like I had these both as windows, and that seemed more correct than anything else. The only other thing I can think of is that I feel like the guy would have said something about a bird if he were talking about an ornithopter versus the armored horse, which is definitely just like a car. Excuse me. They jump through a hoop. They jump through a hoop. Twins are the building. Okay, twins are the building. Let's go with that. That makes sense too. And the bowels are manhole or parking garage. Parking garage. We got it. Thank you. You got this. The twins are the building. Well done. Well done. And so now we can tell the story in very simplified terms. And we've got to do it all from here. Where do we start? This is pretty broad, but I guess not that broad. Okay. So we know that undercover cop removed shirt. I don't know how far back into the story we need to go. Okay, undercover cop removed shirt. Boss saw wire. Boss ordered evacuation. Gangsters exited via window. Gangsters traversed girder. Gangsters entered window. Wait, what was the open book is the window? Okay. Melted into the pages of an open book. Cleared the robot finger and second twin swallowed them whole. Okay, gangsters entered window. Gangsters exited. I don't know if exited via car is really the move. Um, Cops entered building. I already hate this. I already hate this so much. Because at what point do you tell this story? Where do you start telling this story of what happened here? um, this guy's eyes don't seem near as red as this guy's. This guy looks like he is high. He looks pretty normal. I need my neighbors above me to quit stomping around. I don't know if they decide to do some TikTok dance, but this is not the place or the time. Or it's mostly just not the place ever. Anyways. Like, sit down. That's all I'm saying. Stop moving. You don't know how to just walk, so don't. Just don't. Gangsters. Cops enter. Do we even talk about the cops entering the building? Or do we just. Gangsters. Exited via parking garage. Gangsters drove car. Oh no, that's too close. Gangsters exited via window. Boss saw wire. Boss ordered evacuation. Undercover cop removed shirt. Or is it partner? Nope. Still that. Removed shirt. Boss saw wire. Boss ordered evacuation. Gangsters exited via window. Is there another way we can say this? Okay, gangsters traversed girder. Gangsters entered window. Exited via parking garage. but it's only one or two things that are wrong. So that means a whole sentence is not going to be fully incorrect. I mean, one sentence could be like, it's not going to be a 3-word sentence that's going to be wrong. It's going to be two of those words in one of those sentences, or independently two different words. Um, Gangsters drove car. Gangsters hid. No. Gangsters exited via parking garage. I don't think that can be any better. Gangsters traversed girder. Do we have a better one? Gangsters. Nope. Gangsters entered window. They entered window. I guess they could have exited window. Exited via window. They exited the outside by going to the inside by. No. Um. Undercover cop removed shirt. Boss saw wire. Boss ordered evacuation. Gangsters exited window. Exited via window. Gangsters traversed girder. Gangsters. Entered window. Entered building. Entered parking garage. Entered. No. Exited via parking garage. Any ideas? Gangsters drove car. What about, is removed part of this somehow? I thought if they had the barrier on this list, maybe it was something with that, but no. Uh, let's see if we can. I can't imagine there's any more text that would give us. Entered building. Gangsters exited via parking garage. I could even see it being exited via car. But that doesn't. I mean, exited via window. Well, we know it was a car and not the ornithopter. Ornithopter. There we go. Opter. Ornithopter. Gangsters exited via parking garage. Hid. No. There's still one thing that's wrong. Door guard. D- mm, We needed to know parking garage for some because that's the bowels. Okay, so is this other building? I really would like to go out. Okay. Is this a parking garage into itself? Because right now we're in this building. They climbed over. And I guess they just went to the underground parking garage and then left that way. Because apparently the cops didn't look at all their exits. What terrible cops they are. Know the building you're trying to enter into. Maybe it's Traverse Parking Garage? Because, I mean, they were going to exit via the parking garage, but specifically they drove the car. That was a little bit redundant. Hey, I was like, they have to get to the car. What do you call that when you're moving with your feet? Traversing. Ta-da. We did it. All right. I solved the scenario. The gangsters were experimenting with a device that disarranged memories. With the most affected of this test subjects revealed that he was an undercover cop, the boss realized they had to flee. With the workshop surrounded, their only way of reaching their car was via a girder that could get them into the neighboring building. That's a spicy car right there. Yep, that's the Orion. What was his name? Toussaint. That's the professor who then got blasted with someone else's memories. This lady, I don't think she's the one from the Harmony Foundation. He's definitely the one who's taking notes. Because they be, whole Oriel Toussaint. That's right. You're right. I was like, it feels like Orion, but then I also realized I named a new kid in my Sims game Orion because I think it's a beautiful name. It's French, and but my brain was like giving me only that and not Oriel. But yes, you're right. Also, welcome in Picture of a Crook. And then I don't know who this other lady is. I feel like she was at the auction, but I don't know. This guy looks like a Lemurian because you can tell because he's not pale, fleshy pale. Next. Bro spent some time out in the sun. All right, so then cool. All right, commentary case. Roy Sampson. After completing my investigation of 1A Francis Crew, I don't know. I have come to a terrible realization. If this disarranger can do to others what it did to Officer Martins, there's no telling how dangerous it could be. Physical destruction, mental incapacitation, and an insidious method of application. In the wrong hands, it could do unspeakable things. Hang on, let me slow down. Physical destruction, mental incapacitation, and an insidious method of application. In the wrong hands, it could do unspeakable things, and it appears to be in the wrong hands as we speak. I have to find out what they plan to do with it next. It's all a test, boy. Oh, now we're on to the whole story. The Andir gang, headed by... That's the mayor. That is not her. Who's in the back seat. Hildegard Bauer of the Bauer dog racing track was one of two crime gangs, families, there we go, in New Wells. blank blank gained favor by working on the Heritage Project and gave advice that weakened, destroyed, well, accelerated. Hildegard, oh my goodness, Bauer gained let's go look at this. Okay, so the lady out here. Okay, so this is the track owner. Okay, got it. That's her bodyguard that was in the front passenger seat. I don't know if the driver was the North Sider. But we also have someone in a hood. Maybe, oh, this is the guy that was the North. Is this the other party? This is the Andir gang guy. That's this guy. Okay. Okay, so. Okay. Her name is. We never got it. Okay, we never got her name. At least over here. Was it? Okay. Cool. Love this for us. Okay. Do we have any information here? Okay, let's see the events. We had not a lot of information to work with. We just had to figure out everyone's stupid order. Okay, that's fine. We still have another puzzle to do here. So maybe we can't figure this out and we're missing some stuff still? But they didn't open this one up. Okay. Okay. So Moira Meredith, she had called to discuss her ongoing heritage project. Drugs are flooding. So this is all about the drugs that she's trying to deal with. But she's also part of the gang, probably, maybe, I'm hoping. Okay. Hildegard Bauer gained Moira Meredith's favor by working on the Heritage Project and gave advice that strengthened, weakened, strengthened. The blank gang, Northsider gang, that weakened the Northsider gang. Let's put a pin in those two because those could be wrong. Also, these names could be. No, she was working on the Heritage Project. We just saw that in this news clipping. Possible corruption within the force. Drugs are flooding our city. Spokesman of for New Wales Police Narcotics Division said our officers are doing the best that any department. Okay. Okay. HB Hildegard Bauer. Okay. Mrs. Bauer, the project continues to show promise. Our new friend's offer of power seems to have been more than just an attempt to save his own life. And to think, if he hadn't hit your restaurant, the Andiers may have been the ones who found him. No worries. I'm glad you're still here. Um, our new friend's offer of power seems to be more than just an attempt to save his own life. And to think, if he hadn't hit your restaurant, the Anders may have been the ones who found him. They're talking about Tucson then? Um, the Anders may have been the ones who found him. So the Anders gang was weakened. Okay. The North Sider gang headed by Hildegard Bauer was one of two crime families in New Wales. Bauer gained Moira Meredith's favor by working with Heritage Project and gave advice that weakened the Andier gang. Okay, as revenge, the Andier gang planted a microphone, tape recorder in Hildegard Bauer's office. So they could obtain information evidence that the Northsider gang was selling drugs. They were selling chickens. They were selling chickens out here, y'all. Chickens are illegal. Didn't you know that? They gave this to someone, Roy Sampson. Oops. They gave this recording tape recorder to Roy Sampson. Look at all those chickens. Yep, that's what they are. I love that. What a throwback. When blank blank, blank a surprise blank, blank blank called for blank, blank of a blank that could blank people's blank using blank. Okay. When Hildegard Bauer a surprise. When Moira Meredith announced a surprise press conference. Hildegard Bauer called for accelerated testing of a weapon that could destroy people's no scramble people's memories using sound. How far off are we? Definitely more than two wrong. Okay. Okay. But I don't hate where we're at. I feel like I have Andir and Northsider backwards. But she's working. Okay, okay, okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's. To get dirt on the Bowers, two members of the rival Andir gang planted a recording device. It feels real obvious now that I read it. Okay, so the Northsider gang, headed by Hildegard Bauer, was one of two crime families in New Wells. Hildegard Bauer gained Moira Meredith's favor. I'm trying to see if that's something that I could use by working that like is there a better word than favor? But I don't think there's anything better. By working on the Heritage Project and gave advice that we don't have a strengthening word, we only have weakened, and we're talking about the Andir gang. Andier? That's probably how it's actually pronounced. As revenge, the Andier gang planted a tape recorder in Hildegard Bauer's office so they could obtain evidence that the Northsider gang was selling drugs. They gave this tape recorder to Moira Meredith. Okay. When Moira Meredith announced a surprise press conference, Hildegard Bauer called for accelerated testing. Stopped. No, accelerated is still correct. Testing of a device, weapon, drug. Of a drug, not drugs. Of a device. The Northsider, the Andy. You know, this is a great question. Let's go look at that because I think that's important. This guy, hang on a second. I realized it was going to take so long. This guy said he was a Northsider. He came from the north side of town, but that does not mean he's a Northsider. But they did have Northsider listed, but he's carrying the tape recorder. Northsider's the gang name, apparently. It's a great question because I don't really know. I've not seen that as a name of a thing. Like I know she's just working on the Heritage Project. Ensure ML mass absent. Um, like we didn't even get her name until much later. Bower Restoration Works. Northsider, I think, is the name of the gang. We didn't get a lot of information out of these guys about who they actually were. Um, let's see. Yeah, no, not getting any actual information outside of the czar and initials in this one. We didn't actually get her name till afterwards. Um, I don't know where we would get that information from. Like the first mention of Northsider was definitely talking to this guy. I've just come down from the north side of town and don't know much about this place, but I think someone in a big coat entered the kennels. He had errands to run. He's has a bloody lip. He also has a gunshot wound, and that this jacket has lock picking information. He was the one who came in here. Ended up killing this guy. Which is why he looked roughed up. Maybe it was in the police's chit chat. No. I need them to find some chill upstairs. They're very annoying and annoying my head. But that's what they give us here as a thing. You think it'd be capitalized because, it's the yellow things. The yellow guys here. But he's the one who fought this guy to distract so he could get in and do something. But maybe he has the tape recorder. Um and she didn't have there was it just feels like there was not a lot of information to give, not a lot of specifics. Okay, let's take a look. Northsider to Andir gang. Well, she was head of one gang, one of two crime families. Weakened the Andir gang. They didn't really say, other than there was a North Sider. Also, let's go ahead and throw this weapon down because we only have two or fewer. So only two of these are wrong. Um, is it the Bauer gang? This is fine. Oh no. That makes some amount of sense, but also not at all. But like the Bauer Restorations, but it's such a big brand. She is that. I guess that makes sense. As a crime family, they're not necessarily called gangs, but the Andir gang is not a crime family unto itself. It's just a gang, whereas a crime family is a little bit more out there, and they're willing to use their name as their branding. Bold move, honestly. Not sure I would do that. Ooh. Unraveling, full of sound and fury. Cool. I assume it's loading. I don't know. Truly. What are you going to do about it? It's just like, you know what? This is fine. This looks like a fever dream. Um, this is right up there with those weird tweets, right? Where those weird tweets where someone's like, "Hey, what if every time you stepped on grass, it licked the bottom of your feet?" Like, what? No, thank you. No, thank you. Turns out this is a movie. I don't know what's happening over here, but that's weird. What is happening, y'all? There's no words, just things to look at. No, I will not be silenced, for I am a fool. I heed no hero. Yes, go deflate her, ruin her, poison her, deflate her. So they're sending over alien bees to go deflate this thing, I assume. There's a snake that looks like its head got cut off by one of the. Right. I don't know. I'm also kind of like, please deflate that thing. It's spinning and talking, and I don't like that. He looked at my wondrous scroll. Why does it make him worry? He's crazy. What do you mean? Here I am, but then I go. The work bell rings and the kings arrive. The good twin must be let in. His departures create a void. A hero is here but is rebuffed. The void is filled by the evil twin. He hides his nature and unpicks his brother's work. The eyes and ears gather. I legit just saw words and read them, but there was no comprehension of what I just read because my brain can't. It's done with that for the day, apparently. A hero is here but is rebuffed. The void is filled by the evil twin. He hides his nature and unpicks his brother's work. The eyes and ears gather. So we're also shooting stuff, by the way. He looked at my wondrous scroll. Why does it make him worry? Everything about the scene should make you worry, honestly. The ends of the tubes have been cut. We've disconnected the mouth eyes. What a strange level, because we only have a few things to click on, but we've only touched 5 out of 41 spots. Maybe that's the bees. Can I move? I can look at this. No, I will not be silent. I feel like this thing has a weird voice that cracks in the middle of talking, but I don't know how to do the voice, so I'm not going to. But it has a very particular voice, and it's hilarious. Here I am, but then I go. The work bell rings and the kings arrive. The good twin must be let in. His departure creates a void. A hero is here, but is rebuffed. Ah, attack. Okay. I didn't even see that down there because we don't have enough information. 5 out of 41 spots? That's not correct. A pair of robots hold the snake to. Where are we holding the snake? The balloon to attack the balloon. Thank you. I'm glad you're with me on this. It's a particular voice, and it's definitely so funny, but I can't do it because it's I don't have the capability or practice. The crossbow wielder shot the snake to protect the balloon. This is a what? Sad day. We're not far. This is a sad tragedy. This is a. I feel like there's a pun here for some reason. This feels like a place where I would get a pun. Is it in the scroll that we're seeing all the information? Oops. A hero is here but is rebuffed. This is a heroic ocean. Tragedy. This is a scrambled memory. Makes sense. This whole scene absolutely does not, but we've been dealing with people not understanding, memories anymore and telling stories with weird images and whatnot. Why not? Why not? Okay. Oh, now we're telling the story with the memory. The crossbow is being used by. Okay. I will not be silenced, for I am a fool. I heed no hero. I will not be silenced. Okay. First of all, shut up. There we go. Oh, we also got. Ah. That is the mayor of. That's the mayor. So now we have a whole there. This opens up the spot. All right. I saw your setup as I left. The microphone is hardwired into the speakers, and they're facing away from the mayor. That's right, Mr. Sampson. Good. I'm not too worried about the speakers. They only want to hit. They only want to hit her, not a whole crowd. They need something close to her face, and they don't have that. What's wrong? Let me show you something, detective. Oops. Reaches into his pocket and flips them off. A speaker and a microphone contain the same basic internal components. Yes, they do. Electrical signals in, sound out. Electromagnetic coil, diaphragm. Yep, that's like the eardrum. Electrical signals sound in, electrical signals in. Yep. When wired as a speaker, electrical signals are converted to sound. When wired as a microphone, the sound is converted to electrical signals. Yep, that's exactly it. If you see this note, did I leave my uniform in your locker by accident? I don't have a spare. Mine's been gone since it went out to the cleaners yesterday. Thanks, Paul. Paul, get your crap together, son. Okay, so it tells me this we have to look at the whole scene or the whole event during the day and the evening, or whatever melted time this is. Can't call that evening. That's definitely drug time. And then we'll be able to figure out the memory match of what happened at the press conference, because that's what's going down. I don't know if we'll finish this before the end of stream, but I did get started a little bit late today, so that's fine. I'm not sure what Roy's looking for, but I suppose it's not my concern. Just go grab some backup. You should really question things more often, my guy. All right, danger, renovation, and process. Keep out. Bower restoration works. Arbosh, I go. Ket Samal, trust in Echo Secunda. So they're going to hijack the sound system, and they're going to do a larger scale test with the idol, because that's what we have here, with partial memories in there. That crystal's looking real rough these days. A radio signal emitter, yep. A portable microphone, yep. I still think we could just kill her. No one can besmirch the name of Hildegard Bauer. Finally get her full name in one of these things. I suppose I should get moving as well. Secunda should know all the necessary details, Mrs. Bauer. And then we have a radio signal receiver. A folded set of overalls. This is Paul's stuff because they were stolen, because they needed an outfit. They needed disguise. Hopefully Paul and Black-Eyed Bill here know what to do. No, look fairly enough alike. Idiot. Senseless killing gets you caught. This way we go unnoticed. No one can trust her information ever again, provided this works as well as it did in testing. Everybody's up to no good. All right, we got the mayor. That's Ms. Meredith to you, and it's not just the phone. Walkie-talkies, heart-wiring the speakers. I'm not sure if I believe sound can be that dangerous. Please believe it. They use sound against protesters all around the world. Class 3 labs. After cleaning of illicit materials, see direct schedule P317, building may return to regular use. Class 4 labs. For public safety buildings harboring Class 4 labs must be destroyed. That feels aggressive. A phone and 3 walkie-talkies. Why is that in a safe? Why is that so important? People of New Wells have to take responsibility here. It's my resignation. By trusting the wrong people, I have failed you. The Heritage Project was meant to keep the buildings of our community safe and build them back up to their former glory. Moved to after identity revealed. Though, I have become an unwitting agent in their destruction. But I was not alone in this. She actually seems like a good person, honestly. I wish you hadn't turned them away, Moira. Roy's a trustworthy man. If he'd say the phone is at risk, I'd rather be safe than sorry. That's the right attitude, One Eye. So hear me out. The Cyclops. So we're having to equate this to what's happening here. So the Cyclops could be this guy. They're not even, well, this guy. The other guy, the other Cyclops, that's Samson. He's trying to warn, and then that's her face on the balloon. Moira. Okay. Now let's go down here. We haven't gone to all the places yet. Okay, we got this guy. Okay, reporter should be here in a minute, about an hour. I suppose I'll have to wait until after the conference to get coffee. Bro, do you? I guess you do. You look like security. Roster, arrivals and departures. 8 a.m. Moira and security arrived. 8:30, Greg from Sonic Solutions arrived. 9:10, Greg from Sonic Solutions left. 9:45, Roy Sampson arrived, left. Okay. The speakers are hardwired to the podium. Real basic setup. All right, cool. Let's see. Let's see what happens on Melty Time here. Oh no, this is okay. Melty Time is this time, and then this one is what's actually happening, as we can understand it, because that ain't it. So this is. So these are the speakers, and these are the people who are here to watch and listen to the mayor. Maybe the cameras and the people in the audience or the recorders. Okay, okay, okay. Let's switch back to real time. Okay, the crossbow is being used by who? The gun? She won't be silenced. She thinks she's doing the right thing. This is a speaker. This is the emitter. This is the receiver. This is the microphone. You know what? I can't say that. This is the reporters. Yes, that's what I mean to say. This is the. Let's go to Melty Time. You don't have anything to say. He looked at my wondrous scroll. Why doesn't he? Why does it make him worry? He is crazed. The work bell rings. The kings arrive. The good twin must be let in. His departure creates a void. A hero is here but is rebuffed. The void is filled by the evil twin. He hides his nature and unpicks his brother's work. The eyes and ears gather. The kings arrive. The kings. So maybe Moira and Hildegard arrive. The good twin must be let in. The good twin. The kings arrive. I don't know. Here I am, but then I go. This is Samson. His departure creates a void. A hero is here, but is rebuffed. The void is filled by the evil twin. He hides his nature and unpicks his brother's work. The eyes and ears gather. But is rebuffed. A hero is here, but is rebuffed. The hero being the guard in Moira's office. Okay. That looks like a jamming the microphone, jamming the something about poisoning the speech. Let's figure this out. Security, the gun. Oh, the idol. But this is not idle behavior here. This is not the idol, unless this is the idol. But if we're going for the gun, which is a crossbow, but whatever, we'll call it a gun today. Oops. The gun is being used by security. This is the idol. And this is oh goodness. The roster? We're close, but we also don't have that many things. Okay. Moira, emitter, speaker, roster. I'm 100% on those. Security? This is the reporters. This is receiver. I don't know if this is security. Secunda. They are trying to stop this. Whoever this is. Then who are these two? They look like the twins, but what do we mean by twins in this case? The void is filled by the evil twin. He hides his nature and unpicks his brother's work. The good twin must be let in. Also, we still haven't hit up all the spots. What are we still missing out on? You know, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know if the eyes on the monster guys. Yeah, the good twin. There's. If we're going with twins, like one is, but they're protecting the balloon. So this is a good guy. One always tells the truth, one always tells lies. Yes. The knife is being used by... Who is this guy? Secunda could be here. By the partner? By the cop partner? Oh, Roy is part... I didn't realize Roy was part of this. Roy. Okay. I would like to know what the sound design of this particular scrambled memory could be, because I feel like it'd be wild. Like there's the constant weird chanting of "I will not be silenced," and then there's grunts. I don't know. And then for some reason, and I hate this when they do this in movies and TV shows and cartoons, when they make the eyes have a sound of blinking. And you can tell it's one of those kind of dry eye blinks because there's a pop to it when they open their eye. Like, I imagine that's what they hear, and maybe this is just the sound of tinnitus. Um, and for some reason, I feel like there would be like sound waves coming off of these speakers for no reason. And maybe not so much now that the cord has been cut. Um, this one has square teeth. This one has sharp looking triangle teeth. I wonder if that matters. Um, but again, we still haven't seen everything. And that's what's concerning me, is that we haven't seen For I'm a Fool, I Heat No Hero, Let Her Be Free. This is the poisonous things that's gonna kill out, that's gonna take out memories and scramble it. And then this guy just like, nah, we're not doing this today. Kills the way to send it out. I don't really know what this is now that I think about it. I said it was a microphone, but I don't know if that's necessarily accurate. This is giving idle, but this is giving... This is the emitter. I guess this is the idle. This is... I don't know if one eyes or two eyes still means anything. Oh, got it. So I think the gun is being used by Rory, but this is the security guy that was in her office. He had an eye patch. He's the only legit one-eyed guy here. He's protecting. He thinks maybe this one. He thinks maybe the guy with the crossbow was trying to hurt Moira, but it turns out it was this. So then, okay, that's incorrect. This is not correct. This is security. This is the receiver. Is this the idol? That's the real question. Because I would think the idol's actually over there. This is the idol. That's the receiver. This is the emitter. That didn't change. Maybe this is just a microphone. This is the idol. This is just the microphone. Or maybe this is the emitter. No. Good night, Aubrey. Have a good sleep. Don't eat too much candy. And maybe share if someone asks nicely. Goodbye, Aubrey. Sleep well. Sleep like I won't. This is security. This is the receiver. This is the idol. But this one... Okay, let's go to real life. That's a microphone, 2 speakers. Just how you think a setup should be. The sound guy, Greg from Sonic Solutions, arrived. He left 40 minutes later. No killing her. Secunda should know all the necessary details. Trust in Echo Secunda. Okay. Just bring some backup. This is... Let me show you something, Detective. What did he want to show him? That's what I really want to know. When wired as a microphone, sound gets converted into electrical signals. Electromagnetic coil, diaphragm. Okay. I'm sure I'm missing something on this. Somewhere in here. I saw your setup as I left. The microphone is hardwired to the speakers and they're facing away from the mayor. Good. I'm not too worried about the speakers. They only want to hit her, not a whole crowd. They need something close to her face, and they don't have that. What's wrong? Let me show you something, Detective. I want to know what you want to show. So the speakers are not facing the microphone, which would just cause feedback anyways. That's not how that's designed. That's a weird design for that if that was the case. She has a phone and 3 walkie-talkies. Maybe the walkie-talkies is what he was going to talk about. The walkie-talkies are the only thing that'll be closer to her face. Walkie-talkie's not on here, though. This is security. This is a speaker. This is the roster. Why would we need a translator? Why is that even an option? Hold up. Let's go look over here again. What's in here? That looks like a walkie-talkie, but it also looks like another microphone. Radio signal emitter, portable microphone. This is a receiver. Sound guy stuff. Okay. No. We have the emitter that's sending the signal. We have the receiver that's receiving signal. And then we have no. These 3 are wrong. I can't see anything wrong with any of these. But these 3, even though it looks real obvious, this is it really feels too obvious. That's receiver. It's receiving the the poison information. Emitter. But somewhere in here, wait, what? So the question is, what did we shoot out? And why is this jamming up? Who's the snake? This is cut off from the speakers, which just tells me microphone. But this thing, which also looks like this, what did we shoot? Is that a regular bullet? That's definitely security. That's definitely the reporters. You're not the translator. This is the receiver. I've lost it. It's gone forever. I don't think that's the case, but no, we still have the same issue of two are wrong, and nothing we've changed has changed that. The portable microphone suggests that this is actually the idol. Reporters, do we think this is still roster? What do we think? Definitely a speaker. Definitely Moira. The gun is being used by Roy. Secunda, who are you? Let's see what this says. Blank blank plan to blank her resignation. Announce her resignation. Moira Meredith planned to announce her resignation, and that Hildegard Bauer have been using the Heritage Project as a cover. Oh, sorry, my back was itching and I had to scratch it. Cover to manufacture drugs. I mean, that was their whole thing. Hildegard Bauer planned to it's a blue word, not protect. sound technician and had disguised himself as a sound technician and blank a attached a okay, I just skipped to the end for some reason because it felt like I could. Hildegard Bauer planned to blank Moira Meredith by taking her memories, scrambling her memories. Plan to stop. Well, she wasn't, no, she didn't want to kill at all. She just wanted to discredit her so that she couldn't talk about what she was doing. Stop Moira Meredith by scrambling her memory. Roy Sampson warned Moira Meredith and her bodyguard security that something wire sound could be dangerous. After talking to Paul Gregg from Sonic Solutions, because Greg is the one that showed up, Roy Sampson worried that the speaker could become a weapon. The sound could become a microphone. What are we missing here? The microphone could become an emitter. Speaker could become an emitter. Sure. After returning to the conference and looking at the microphone, Roy Sampson realized a bodyguard technician, a sonic technician had no a and attached a microphone, a receiver to the microphone. So Roy Sampson shot the receiver. Probably not. We're missing a word. Realized a Bauer Gangster. Okay. Not unexpected. The only thing I can say is that this third paragraph is fine. I believe the second paragraph is also fine too. I don't think. I think Moira Meredith planned to announce her resignation and that Hildegard Bauer had been using Heritage Project as a cover to steal drugs, test drugs, become drugs. Using the Heritage Project to become drugs. That's what I have. To not manufacture drugs is what we have currently. To not taking, because that it would assume that she was doing the drugs she was trying to do. Disguised? No. Using Heritage Project as a cover to none of these make sense. The only thing that makes sense is something drugs. Protect drugs to manufacture drugs, steal drugs. That's not what she was into. Well, was she into? You think? Let's go take a look. And I'm still upset that we still haven't figured this one out. And I don't know why. Like, does this seem like a roster situation? What do you mean, weren't the notes? Weren't there notes? On what? The. Is this the dog one? Probably not. Maybe. Okay, so. Right. So let's see what we can find. We know that this is the Bauer Restoration Works. Meet with Bauer Restoration Works Board. Heritage Project. Ensure Moira's absent. Heritage Building Renovation Plan. Moira promises, Hildegard delivers. Meet with restaurant staff, stock replenishment, and new security measures. Have a good night, Queen Jazz. Sleep well. I know it's late for you. Goodbye. I'm sorry I missed you. Stock replenishment and new security measures. That's the only real note. That's the only real note we have on that. Mm. Well, drugs were stolen. So let's see. Drugs were stolen in the first case where the person, Secunda, uh, ran up and stole some money or some food out of his They were doing well. He was stealing drugs. I don't know if they were though. I don't know if that's what the Bauer family crimes are. Did I not get this right? Huh. I have an unfinished puzzle here. Only the manager knows. Ba-ba. Money in the cash register. He could, coming back here, that makes me think that maybe they used the idol on them to like scramble up his memories. Like, I'm sorry, I don't remember what the car looks like. What do you mean you don't know what a car that's painted like a tiger looks like? That's the first thing I remember. Oh, chicken royal mill with barbecue sauce. Why? That's lot two. Lot four, what did they order? Two burger royal mills, two chicken royal mills, and a meat surprise wrap. Two burger royal mills, two chicken royal mills, and a meat surprise wrap. The other one had a chicken royal mill with barbecue sauce, with tomato sauce, with not pesto, cucumber sauce. Because not a single person gave what the right sauce was for this. Was it chicken royal or was it chicken surprise wrap? Yeah, that's not right. So what she said: two burger royals, two chicken royals. I don't know. She said the order was for lot two. It was a chicken royal meal with barbecue sauce. Cool. Love that. Lot two here. Or a chicken royal meal with garlic sauce. You sure you didn't ask for extra sour sauce? Perfectly sure, detective. Chicken royal meal with garlic sauce. Chicken royal. Is garlic sauce even an option? Absolutely not. No sauce was ordered. Actually, it was ordered. It was with garlic sauce. Good. We've figured that out. Absolutely not really something we need to worry about here. These people didn't get hit with whatever forgetful raise that is. Painted like a tiger with the lion's mane. Then we went back to our mill. It was fine. We heard distant thunder. Odd given the fine weather. Some bearded guy just stole the extra sour sauce. I think extra sour sauce is the drugs, yes. Not so much the cucumber sauce. Just the sauce that's not on the menu. The garlic sauce, that's not even on there. Anyways, nice to know that now. Didn't even realize we hadn't even figured that one out. Let's see. Chicken royal meal with tomato sauce. It's absolutely stupid. Um, yep. All right. So we have this area back here. This is just where Secunda came through and did all this damage, which was so cool. The raid. Let's see that this. Mm-hmm. So we were trying to find out. See, even here they didn't talk about what their actual business was, other than that the sauce in the first one was drugs, extra sour, sour diesel. It's just weed. What do you mean? Oh yeah, the SARS had. Yep. And they came over here and actually overwrote the Andir gang. They got weak. Weak sauce. What is ESS though? I don't know what that means. There's just a lot of gang tags out here. Cool. We still don't fully know their whole thing except for that one drug incident. So I forgot about this fever dream that we're in right here. As a cover to manufacture drugs. Okay. Maybe this last. So the biggest questions I have at this point are with the speaker and emitter. Right? That the speaker could become an emitter, or an emitter could become a speaker, or an emitter could become a microphone. After returning to the conference and looking at the microphone, Roy Sampson realized a Bower gangster had disguised himself as a sound tech and attached a receiver to the microphone. So Roy Sampson shot the receiver. Idle to the microphone? No, because the idle is the thing that should be attached to the emitter. A microphone could become a speaker, because he was concerned about something being too close to her face, whereas a microphone generally is pretty close to the face. Aha! A microphone could become an emitter. No, we were right with the speaker here. They were really concerned about the speakers. So then, after returning to the conference and looking at the microphone, Roy Sampson realized the Bower gangster had disguised himself as a sound tech and attached a receiver to the microphone. So Roy Sampson shot the receiver, or the microphone. The microphone. This is the receiver. This is the microphone. Okay, then let's back up. Looking at I really thought podium would have been like on here, but whatever. Roy Sampson warned Moira that in her security and her bodyguard, no, it's just straight up security, that sound could be dangerous. After talking to Greg, Paul was the one who lost his uniform from Sonic Solutions. Roy Sampson worried that the microphone could become a speaker. After Hildegard Bauer planned to stop Moira Meredith by scrambling her memory. After talking with Greg from Sonic Solutions, okay, Moira Meredith planned to announce her resignation and that Hildegard Bauer had been using the Heritage Project as a cover to maybe it is still drugs. No. Manufacture drugs. Hildegard Bauer planned to stop Moira Meredith by scrambling her memory. Roy Sampson warned Moira and her security that sound could be dangerous. Speaker? No, sound. Sound could be dangerous. After talking to Greg from Sonic Solutions, let's make sure that's who we were talking to again. They need something close to her face. They don't have that. They only want to hit her, not a whole crowd. Something wrong. Let me show you something, detective. I wish I knew what he showed them. After cleaning of illicit materials, see direct schedule. Buildings may return to regular use. For public safety buildings harboring Class 4 labs must be destroyed. Raise the trust. If he says the phone is a risk, I'd rather be safe than sorry. What a smart dude. We still haven't found all the spots, which is again blowing my mind. Greg from Sonic Solutions showed up. Roy showed up. Okay, so Greg is the only one. Paul is the one who wrote the notes. Like, I lost my overalls. Okay. I feel like once we solve memory match, maybe something else will pop up, but usually there's already a space for that. But, that's not how we started off here. Moira, the emitter, the speaker, the roster, the security, the receiver, the microphone. I swore I did that earlier, but sure, go off. All right, reporters, we got this one done. Fantastic. Which means this is correct. Down here. The only three things I was playing around with were the emitter, the microphone, and the receiver. And apparently I'd never done this combination before. Or maybe I had and something down here was incorrect. Either way, here we go. Okay, so then that means, let's go back over here. Because again, One or two things are wrong, and it's probably just one thing at this point. Looking at the microphone, looking at the. What is he looking at? Security? Is it the microphone? He was looking at. The speaker, the roster. Realized Bauer, security. He was looking at something, realized that Bauer Security had disguised himself as a sound technician. He wasn't looking at the microphone itself. He was looking at what? The not the gangster, the technician, the security. The speaker. Oops. Gangster is what I meant to put here. Looking at the technician. Not the gangster. It's not security. He was looking at the blank. He was looking at the project. I tried that. That's where we started from. I swear it was there. Okay. Well, there we go. We have a third time. All right. Good. Good, good, good. I see. Oh, who died? Hildegard's getting. Okay, great. Love that. We got two things out here. Where did Roy end up? He was guarding this side street. Unhand me. I don't know what that woman told you, but I run a legitimate business and I've been brutalized, and you have brutalized my employees. Why does she have. Oh, she has on earphones to prevent the sound from getting in. What a time. Is that Roy? I hope not. Oh. Am I historian or history? Our escape, his weapon, our hunger, my service. Oh, they broke the crystal. The idol's no more currently, or at least in its current state. Against all odds we rise, not as conquerors, but as protectors of the galaxy that will remember this day forever. What? Oh boy. Honestly, how dreams work for me too. And then this is very futuristic, while his was very much so in the past. Unless this is his memories. I don't, this is a great question. Cool. All right. I guess we're just going long. I say that as we're 43 minutes past. I really want to finish it because we're so close. Like, these two things. We just got to decipher this. The Tiger Lions are one gang, and maybe the Bowers are the other gang. It's a great question. I don't know what any of this has to do with anything. But they're telling the same story, I think. I hope. Against all odds, we rise, not as conquerors, but as protectors of the galaxy that will remember this day forever. Yes. Okay, so that looks like chicken. That looks like meat. So he was hungry. We somehow got a horse. Okay. And we took this horse and got some food. Okay, so we have this weird. Oh, I just realized this is the same symbol as the harmony thing. Oh, is it? I'm glad you saw that as cutting the tree. Those are the two people that were chasing after him. Okay, so this is him. Okay, you're right. You are so right. Let's go backwards. Okay, so I just don't know. Is this box or this weird smiley face box? Anyways, he gets captured. He cuts down the tree on them. He kills a dude. This is before he acquired a horse. Okay, let's just put these up here because for some reason looking at them down there is weird. This is post horse. Oh no, they killed his horse. That's unfortunate. Okay, horse happened so much earlier. Okay. Okay, let's think about this. Let's think about this fast. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I'm. This. Okay. What is. I don't know what these. Okay, let's separate this out into weird smiley chest thing front to where we see. We got horse activities. We got smiley chest thing, and we have post horse. So he killed someone in the process of stealing food. He stole. He stole the. Oh, I can't move that one. That's right. He stole the food. He ran away. He was hungry. who is this person? He finally got caught. So this was broken. He got a horse. First things first. He's had the horse from the beginning. This is the oldest thing. We're telling a story like we're reading a book. So he acquired a horse, and or no, he has a key here. So he had to kill someone to get this key so he could get a horse. And I don't understand the box. Maybe he saw. Let's bring this down. Because this is everything that happened after he stole. This is everything before he stole the food. So he killed a guy to get out of prison. And while he was on his way out of the castle, he saw these two guys run in. And then for some reason they yeet this thing out of the top. What is this thing? That's the biggest question I have is, what is it? And so I feel like this is like this order down here. Actually, okay. So he gets a thing out of here. Box leaves, yes. And then it is carried over there. They bring it in. This, and this. This is the idol. This is the idol that he has. Okay, so that was wrong. Let me switch that around, put this back up. There we go. This, they were bringing it in. Where does this happen? Swap tree falling and horse. These two? You're right, because the bike was left down. You're right. After escaping. This takes us back to the very beginning of the original Golden Idol 2. So after escaping the asylum, Secunda followed the idol to the TV station. That's right, they did eat it out the window. TV station. He salvaged its last working crystal, last working parts, to create the idol. When he was captured by the SARS, Hildegard offered to help Tessa by turning the idol into a more powerful weapon. Sure. Secunda. To Hildegard offered when he was captured by the Tsars, Hildegard offered to after escaping the asylum, Secunda followed the what did he follow? He didn't follow the idol. Ornithopter. The reporters? No. To the TV station. He salvaged the idol. Okay. To the TV station. He salvaged his last working parts to create the idol. When he was captured by the Tsars. I don't know. It's getting late now. By turning the idol into a more powerful weapon. Into a powerful disarranger. Maybe SARS disarranger, but I feel like this would be like just more basic, like more powerful weapon. A weapon knife. Escaping the asylum, Secunda followed the idol to the TV station. He salvaged its last working parts to create the idol. When he was captured, yeah. I don't. Where would we? What? Destroy? What? We don't have a set of offering to Hildegard offered. No, Secunda offered to destroy. I don't know, Tessa by turning the idol into a more powerful weapon. That was aggressively wrong. I don't think Tessa really comes up in currently. You're right. Help Hildegard. By turning the idol into a more powerful weapon to create the disarranger. Last working parts. Followed the idol to the TV station. I don't think he would have followed the idol as much as he would have followed the ornithopter. Opter. I keep saying opter. Ornithopter. Last working parts to create the disarranger. When he was captured by the Tsars, Secunda offered to help Hildegard by turning the idol into a more by turning the idol into the disarranger into a more powerful weapon. Escaping. Okay, let's look at this picture one more time. Okay, this is good. He offered to kill someone. To kill. No, killed is not an option here. Offered to help is the only thing that works here. After escaping the asylum, Secunda followed the ornithopter to the TV station. He salvaged its last working part to create the idle disarranger. When he was captured when he was destroyed, when he was salvaged, when he was killed, he was not killed. When he was nor destroyed or salvaged, when he was captured, I think is the only way. By the Tsars, Secunda offered to help Hildegard by turning the. Let's start with idle. Oh, it really hated that. More powerful disarranger. Okay, powerful weapon. And let's go back with disarranger to create the disarranger. Okay. What are we missing? Did he follow the ornithopter? Once again, continue to make up words on this one word. Ornithopter. He followed the. Maybe it is idle. Shouldn't have changed it, but that's okay. We got that one done. And we have this other one, which is just as wild. So is this a story of what happened at the. Part of the problem is that I don't know what I'm looking at, like base level, no clue. But I think this also takes us back to the movie in the original game where there was a whole, space galaxy something other going on. Okay. Okay, he got knocked back. He got punched. I don't know what this is. Okay, so he's sitting on top of someone fighting. This is Roy who's actually being fought against. And this is Secunda. The only one with a gun. Right. So let's say we started here. It got knocked off here. He got punched. So something happens with these two. I think this is first. Is the helmet the transmitter? Okay, he punches him. Okay, let's scoot this on down because this feels like the beginning of the tale when he has his gun. He's like, I have a choice to go. We're going left or we're going right. And he's like, I shall choose left. Nope, right. And so he goes in and he's walking in first here. Then we get closer inside. This further away. We get closer. Just as he's about to pass through here. Well, we don't know if he's just about to pass through here. The alien is the idol. What about this one-eyed guy down here? Okay, so he has the gun. This is not the order. Okay. The gun placement. So first it's him entering the cave. This is a little bit too close. This is somewhere around. Nope. This is still first because he has his hat on still. The idol did. Okay, so then we have. He has gun in hand, punched. He's like, boy, you better not. And so he takes the gun out of his hand and he points the gun at him. And he's like, it's behind me, isn't it? And so then he looks over his shoulder and he's like, ah! And then that's the sound he actually makes. That's it. Thank you. Oh no. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, they both lost their earmuffs, which is why when you look at this, we had a visor and now the visor's getting knocked off and the visor and his earmuffs are hats, okay? And then this is his thing. I was looking at this and I was like, "Oh, okay." During the fight, Roy Sampson and Echo Secunda, which is why they were elsewhere without their stuff on, and they have all these wild memories, both lost their earmuffs. Yes, after the arrest of Hildegard Bauer, saw that blank. Okay, wait. Why does the guy stand on one foot? Like, I'm so confused by this. Like, what is this? Okay, so where did Roy end up? He was guarding this side street. See, I noticed the earmuffs early on. Didn't have words for them, but they're there. That security. After the arrest of Hildegard Bauer, Roy Sampson saw that escaped into an abandoned warehouse? No, store? Suit Foundation. Ship? Does this look like a ship? Doesn't seem like a ship. Let's go with the store. Oh, wait. We can always check. Is it a store? Yes. Okay. Roy Sampson saw that Echo Secunda had escaped into an abandoned store. Roy Sampson followed Echo Secunda, but was ambushed. During the fight, Roy and Echo both lost their earmuffs. Shoot. Okay, so Roy then took. I wish I didn't have to put their whole last names. No one here has the same last name unless they're actually related, and all those people are gone at this point. Suddenly, Roy Sampson activated the disarranger, which scrambled both of their memories. As his final act, Echo. Wait, was he dying? As his final act, what? Oh, as his final act, Rory. I mean, he might be dying. Yeah, he shot the disarranger. Took back his gun and shot. I was hoping to be right on the first time. Am I historian or history? Our escape, his weapon, our hunger, my service. Against all odds we rise, not conquerors, they'll remember this day forever. Oh. No, Roy didn't shoot it. Echo did, because the gun is closer to him. That's the only thing I'm going off of. Roy then took Echo's disarranger to prepare to shoot. Oh, he shot the idol. That's what that was, and you're right. Roy. I guess he kind of looks like he's dying of a heart attack or something. Took back his gun and shot the disarranger. I mean, that makes sense. Took back his gun. Um, but we got this hat from him. In which case, does that not make this him? No, no, he started off with the gun. The alien didn't do anything. The idol was sitting on the ground to begin with. Yeah, Roy's the viewpoint character. The idol's been sitting there the whole time. He never got the idol. Who is this? How did he activate it? I mean, I have no sense of space from where he is on the ground. Well, I mean, he also stole it because it was never his, right? Unless Echo stole Roy's gun and prepared to shoot. That's what happened. It's in the pictures. Look at that. I knew, and I was like, nah, something's obvious here too. Oh my gosh. Continue. USA solved the scenario after saving Mayor Meredith from having her memories disarranged by the Bowers. Roy chased down Secunda and the disarranger. In order to take out both threats, Roy chose to sacrifice his own memories so that he could discharge Secunda's. Then he took back his gun to destroy the disarranger. How noble. Please brush your teeth. It's both Tessa and her. I solved it. The Rucktam made a sauce of this gum chewer. What did you even say, my guy? I can't believe we have to work with this guy. Hey, Roy Simpson is still the finest detective we have. If he says he solved it, then he solved it. Here it is, Rucktam. So the landlord did it. Oh, they finally solved the landlord thing. So they're having to. Okay. Wow. Patient file. Oriel Toussaint 1438. Toussaint Oriel assigned psychiatrist Dr. Adam Fisher. I've been seeing the patient for a few months now, and his progress has been interesting. On certain days, he retains his defiant attitude, while on others, he's far more amiable. Regardless, he persists in this strange perceptions of the world. The defiant Oriel speaks a form of Lemurian, although when I send transcripts to translators, they tell me it makes no sense. This seems to match my experience with the amiable Oriel. He speaks Albion, Albionian, at least to some degree. When asked to recount our sessions, he understands the question but relays events consistently out of order and uses strange terms. He refers to me as Snowman, perhaps due to my white coat, or that you're white. I have found recent success with Oriel by giving him access to a typewriter. He types out large passages in Albionian and Lemurian and is compiling them into a larger work. The amiable Oriel seems excited about what he is writing, describing it as wondrous crumbs from a devil. If it can help him find happiness moving forward, then I suppose I, too, will call it wondrous. Cool. Well, that was fun. Kinda. I don't want to see that. Nope, don't want to see that. So Roy is still working. You just can't understand him half the time. Very satisfying to solve. Yes. Um, didn't like the balloon mayor. That was also a weird thing, but I guess that's what happens when you get shot with a disarranger and maybe drugs were involved. I don't know. But anyways, this has been a long stream, and maybe I can't go any earlier, but I do like long streams, and I don't mind. Maybe I'll try to do one on the weekend or something like that. Anyways, that was wild. Great, fun story. I'm glad. I know we're gonna get 3 more DLC this year, so that's gonna be cool. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be the end of today. Thank you for coming to stream. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. And I'll see y'all next week. Bye bye.